My obedience to Amma and Sadhguru as my spiritual masters. This event venue and the gatherings that take place are dedicated to two of the most beloved and revered spiritual masters of our times, Sri Mata Anandananda Mai Devi or Amma and Sri Sadhguru Deva. Their presence has washed over this planet like a tidal wave of exuberance and lifted many lives out of the dross of daily life and into a more divine way of life. And so I offer myself and all actions that take place here to them solely. May their graces guide and protect us. Amen. Prayers. Hi there to all my brothers and sisters gathered here to welcome. I will now recite some opening Sanskrit prayers. Quick note on Sanskrit. Sanskrit is the divine language of the gods. The script of it is known as Devanagari, which literally translates as the language of the gods. So in the higher heavenly lokas or realms, or the demigods and divine beings, they'll all speak in the Sanskrit language or derivatives of that. And so here are some mantras to open up with. Trimurti mantras. Om Maha Avatar Vishnu Ananda Swarupaye Namaha. Om Maha Avatar Shiva Ananda Swarupaye Namaha. Maha Avatar Brahmanda Namaha. A rough translation of these mantras is Om as the opening phrase, Om the primordial sound vibration and divine energy of the creation, the underlying substratum of all of creation. Maha means great in Sanskrit, and Avatar means incarnation of a divine being. And then we have the Vishnu. Vishnu is the supreme personality of Godhead and lives in Vishnu Loka and is obviously in the greatest state and the greatest being and the ultimate being that can possibly exist. There has to be one being that exists that's the best, and it happens to be Vishnu. He incarnates as Krishna, Rama, Christ, and other great beings like Lord Buddha and so on. But anyway, Ananda is bliss, and Swarupaye means original nature of or thereof. So the original nature and Ananda and bliss of that the ultimate supreme personality God of Vishnu, or Shiva or Brahma, the first and second mind-born sons of the Lord. That's a rough translation of those Maha mantras, the Trimurti mantras. Let's go on to another prayer, another Sanskrit prayer. Guru Devo Maheshwara Guru Sakshat Brahma Tasmai Shri Guruvye Namaha. The translation of this in English, the transliteration is, the Guru is Lord Vishnu, Brahma and Shiva. The Guru is the supreme absolute itself. My obeisance is to the blessed Guru. Once one dedicates one's life to God and you realize that there is nothing else to do other than become one in the presence of God and the Supreme Personality and have a relationship with Him and become a devotee, all you care about is being around Him. So really the absolute itself refers to the things that can help you along on the path, I would say, to get to that point where you can have a personal relationship in the darshan of the Lord or experience His leelas and pastimes and activities. For example, pastimes, like, well, not innumerable, there was a number to them, but with the jhana slokas. Jhana or meditation sloka stands for earth and all beings on the front, or Mata Anandananda Mai Devi. Jaya Modavalava Gunjanavatim Mandasmita Shri Mukim Vatsyalamita Vashanim Sumaduram Sankirtanalapinim Shamanyim Madhusikta Surkim Amritanatmikam Ishwarim. The translation of this into English from the Sanskrit is as follows. We meditate on Mata Amritandamayi Devi, who is robed in pure right raiment, the resplendent one, who is ever established in truth, in Sat, whose benign glances beam with binding love, who is the seat of the 6 godly quality rain clouds, whose words are soaked in honey, who is immortal bliss embodied, and who is the supreme goddess herself. Om Amrite Shwariye Namaha. Indurana Vigraham Sparatharanaya Keshekalam Smitamuki Mapina Vakshoruham Panibhyam Malipurna Latna Chishakam Raktotpalam Bimritim Samyam Latna Chishakam Raktachanam Jaipalam red form with 3 sacred eyes, wearing a sparkling crown jewel and the crescent moon, and displaying a sweet smile. I meditate on you, Mother of the Universe, with your large breast brimming with love, holding in each hand jewel-studded vessels decked with red lotus flowers which are encircled by bees, and with your red lotus feet resting on a golden jar filled with jewels. Hema Bam Pita Vastram Kalakasat Hema Padman Balangim Savalankara Yuktam Sarat Parat Dream. With a beaming face and large lotus eyes, sitting on a lotus flower, wearing a yellow garment and resplendent with all the ornaments, holding a golden lotus in your hand, worship